First, here on performance, where I keep optimizing lighting and textures off, but optimized wraps I keep on. Only so I only see my own wraps and don't get distracted by other people's wraps. Then we go down to camera. My sensitivity is 200%. This is basically self-preference on how fast you usually run your sensitivity. All of these are so you can choose your sensitivities yourself. And then I have these two off for much more reason because I don't like the advanced settings. Then we have field of view where I keep it at 95. And yeah, gameplay effect I advise to keep this off so you can view effects. No scoped weapons, how fast your sensitivity should be with your scoped weapon. Know how field of view is supposed to be with your non-scoped weapons. Scope weapons, field of view, and then we have interface. These are basically your own choice. Hide HUD basically just hides your HUD out here. And yeah, then we'll have hide task, side task. It basically hides your tasks while you're in game. Keybinds interface. If I turn this on, it will show keybinds on the bottom of my screen where my weapons are on my keybind. I don't like this because I think this is distraction. Padded HUD, I do not mess with at all, only because this is usually for a large monitor and I don't use that at all. What you want your character to display. Now, we have three options: win streak, level, and current elo. It kinda depends what you want people to see and what you don't want people to see. People can see all of these no matter what, except for your elo, they can only see your rank. Graphics. I keep this off, weapon inking, and then I keep hide muzzle flashes off. Then, a weapon's background is basically what your background is for your weapons. Then we have accessibility, damage flashing. My device is to keep it on, but you can turn it off if you really don't like it. Dark blind. Now this one I think you should turn off if you don't want to be blinded, like me, because I play early in the morning here in Rivals. So yeah, these are all my video settings. Now my game settings. Gameplay. I'd advise you, weapon picker is your choice. If you want grid, which is basically just like this. See if I go in here now, it's like this. But if I go back and turn this to list, it looks like this. And I prefer list because it makes it easier for me to go around. It might not be the same for you, but that's how I get around. And we have signal. This is very good if you're playing with teammates, so I would advise you to keep this on. Damage numbers is very important, because if you don't have damage numbers, you have no idea how much you damaged. High teammate display. I would advise you to take this off. I would advise you to not take this on, because if you put this on, you'll basically not be able to see your teammates' icons where they are on the map. Then I would advise to skip this one. Controls. Now I don't toggle aim because I don't use any of these, only because I don't play on controller or mobile. Auto sprint. I keep auto sprint on so I don't keep walking. Easy slide. I don't keep this on so I don't get it on. Easy quick attack. And I would advise you to take this off. I sometimes have it on. Usually when I'm on my videos I keep this on. But I usually keep this off so it doesn't automatically use my ability when I click quick utility or quick melee. Now, we're gonna go to scroll equip. It basically allows you to scroll on your mouse to equip your weapons. I advise you to keep this on. Now, we're going down to handicaps. I don't mess with these since I don't have a handicap. So if you have a handicap, this would be a thing for you. Now we go down here to accessibility. This is basically a controller. Sometimes I play on controller, so I mess with this, but then I usually don't. My crosshair. Now my crosshair might be the best thing that helps me aim. I keep my scale at 225. My rotation at 0, because it doesn't help if I rotate it. I could do this, yes, but I do this. Static, so it does not move. Show while aiming, I keep this on so it's easier for me to aim. Override special, so when I use shotgun, shorty, etc., I use this crosshair and I use this crosshair right here instead. I keep bars enabled, the 4 bars on the side and on the bottom. I choose my color as black. You could just not, you could choose your own color, it does not matter. Spacing at 1, length at 4, thickness at 2, and transparency at 0. Now I keep my shape as sharp, and I keep all my pores enabled. And then I have a dot here in the middle, but you can't see it because I made it into a square. And then I don't have circle or outline. I do have hit marker enabled, but I don't, because then I see how much I hit the piece, and I just keep this color at white. Now, hotkeys. Now this is a little bit different depending on how you want your keybinds. You don't have to copy these at all, but if you want to, you can. These basically show every single keybind you have for them, for your things, and then you can change whatever you want here. You don't have to copy mine. Now, this is account. These are basically playing who can challenge you and who can party invite you. I keep challenge requests at everyone if people wants to challenge me. I keep party invites at connections, so not everyone can send me party invites. And that was Death settings. And Death is signing off now. See ya.